Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and it's Friday, September 5th. Today marks the release of our English language newspaper, the Phuket News, as well as our Thai language sister paper, Khao Phuket. Today also marks the release of our food guide, Where to Eat. You can grab your copies at locations around the island. You're watching Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVCPhuket.com. A somber start in Patong this morning, where a 62-year-old motorcyclist died after striking the rear of a parked trailer truck on Sirirat Road. Patong police say the crash happened around 7 a.m. during heavy rain. Rescue teams from the Kusodam Phuket Foundation found the rider, identified as 62-year-old Bill Bahadur, at the roadside. He had been wearing a helmet and a blue raincoat. A black Honda motorbike lay with severe front-end damage beside a white Isuzu trailer bearing Songkla plates. Officers confirmed the truck, driven by 45-year-old Chusin Nuchu, had been pulled over at the curb while it was raining. A forensic doctor from Vashida Phuket Hospital examined the scene before the body was taken for further assessment. Relatives are being notified. Police have not yet determined the exact cause and are reviewing circumstances, noting the wet surface and poor visibility at the time. As Phuket moves through the monsoon period, authorities are urging riders and drivers to slow down, leave extra braking distance, and use lights in heavy rain. If you must stop, pull fully off the road and use hazard lights when necessary. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. Thailand has a new prime minister, the third person to hold the position in just over a year, and it's the same man whose party led to the cannabis reform in Thailand, Anutin Chanvirakul. Boomjai Thai Party leader Anutin Chanvirakul secured the required support in Parliament on Friday, winning more than 247 votes from MPs in the House to defeat Phuket nominee, former Attorney General Chaika Semniti Siri. Under the Constitution, 247 votes out of the 492-member House are needed to take office. Nominations opened just after noon. Parliamentary rules required each nominee to come from a party's filed list and be endorsed by at least 50 MPs. Friday's result delivers political clarity after weeks of uncertainty. Anutin's rise follows the Constitutional Court's August 29 removal of Petotang Shinawat over ethical breaches, which plunged politics into caretaker mode and set off frantic coalition talks. The breakthrough came when the 143-seat People's Party agreed to back Anutin on key conditions: dissolve the House within 4 months to return power to voters, and begin an elected process to draft a new constitution. Phuket's bid to retain power faltered after its overtures to the People's Party, and a request to dissolve parliament failed. Analysts see the People's Party's decision as payback for Phuket's 2023 break with move forward to form a coalition with conservative partners. For Anutin, who turns 59 years old next month, the vote caps years of near misses. A construction tycoon turned politician and graduate of Hofstra University in the United States, the three-time deputy prime minister has held commerce, public health, and interior portfolios, drawing both praise and a lot of criticism for his handling of COVID-19 management and for championing medical cannabis. What this means for Phuket, stability in Bangkok could steady the national outlook heading into the high season, with island businesses watching closely for signals on tourism, infrastructure budgets, and long-discussed decentralization. Phuket's push for special administrative status and big-ticket needs like water security, waste management, and road upgrades will hinge on how quickly a new cabinet is seated and whether the promised early election timetable holds. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. Last night, as MPs in Bangkok were getting ready to vote for a new prime minister today, former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawat left Bangkok for Dubai days ahead of a court ruling that could send him back to jail. Police said there was no court order preventing the ex-premier's travel, despite the Supreme Court set to rule on his case on September 9. Flight tracking websites lit up as tens of thousands of people all over the country followed his private jet. At first, Thaksin said he had planned a medical visit to Singapore, but an immigration delay meant the private Seletar airport in the island nation had closed for the night. After circling, the aircraft diverted to Dubai, where he says that some of his longtime doctors are based. It's also the same place he spent the majority of his 15 years in self-imposed exile. Early Friday morning, Thaksin posted that he will return no later than Monday and appear in court on Tuesday to hear the verdict. Thaksin spent more than 15 years in exile before returning in 2023, receiving an 8-year sentence, later commuted to 1 year. He spent less than a day in prison, then 6 months in a police general hospital on health grounds, all before he was granted parole. The upcoming ruling on Tuesday will decide whether that arrangement satisfies his prison sentence. Thaksin's exit from Thailand on Thursday night means that the former premier has only been in the country while his Phut party has held the top seat of government, the prime ministership, a fact that would change only if he follows through with his promises of returning to the country for the Supreme Court's ruling on September 9th. For more, check the link in the description. Thailand's tourism authority says its plan for 200,000 free domestic flight tickets is still alive, even if the government changes, but urges travelers not to wait as high season airfares rise. TAT Governor Tapani Kyapaibul confirms the Buy International Free Thailand Domestic Flight Scheme has been submitted to the cabinet. If approval stalls, the TAT will resubmit under any new administration. The 700 million baht program would subsidize flights to second-tier cities, not major hubs. As of August 31st, Thailand recorded 21.8 million foreign arrivals, down just over 7% year-on-year. China and Malaysia together account for 28% of visitors, but safety concerns have softened demand from short-haul markets, including Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Vietnam. The TAT is right now courting the region at Travel Expo Ho Chi Minh City and targets 2.8 million arrivals from Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, and Vietnam this year. Looking to October, the TAT will leverage China's Golden Week and Diwali to lift the Indian market. While the free ticket plan focuses on second-tier destinations, Phuket stands to benefit from overall demand if travelers pair the island with nearby provinces like Phang Nga, Krabi, Trang, and Ranong. For local businesses, prepare for mixed markets and promote multi-destination itineraries through Phuket as a gateway. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Thanks for catching us here on this end of the week edition of Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. That closes the book on this first week of September. We'll see you back here next week with all the news you need to know. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment, offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.